This is a guided body scan meditation for the mindfulness-based stress reduction program at UMass Medical School. In practicing the body scan, lying on your back on the floor, perhaps with support under the knees and under the head, arms beside the body, away from the body, palms up to the sky if that feels right in this moment. Maybe the feet falling away from each other. Finding a position that minimizes discomfort and also allows you to breathe easily. A reminder that if drowsiness occurs, you might open the eyes, maybe sit more upright, even standing is fine. Practicing with eyes open from time to time might be interesting, but closing the eyes is fine. If it becomes necessary to shift your posture due to discomfort, just knowing that you're moving as you're moving. So settling in now. Stepping outside of clock time to the best of your ability right now. Letting this be a time of kindness to yourself, a kindness to the body. Allowing in some ways this practice to do you instead of striving to do this practice. Letting it be whatever it is for you this time. Using the instruction as guidance for your experience. If at times you need to drop beneath my voice to tap into a deeper knowing, that's fine. Just coming back to the instruction when it feels right. Always coming back. So lying here now, the back body supported by the earth, by the surface supporting you. Checking in with what you have brought with you this time. Checking in on moods, on emotions, whether you're grumpy, neutral, bored, excited, calm. And just acknowledging whatever is already here. No need to beat ourselves up if it's not with utter joy that we're here today, for these attitudes will certainly pass. And no need to puff ourselves up if we're feeling as though we're steady and calm. These too will pass, as everything passes. So now just taking roll in a sense of what is already here, to be felt in the realm of the emotional body, and letting there be space for that. And checking in on thoughts. What is calling for your attention in the mental arena, if anything? Maybe this is an old storyline that plays again and again, and you know it by heart. Maybe there's something new that has to do with today. But whatever it is, since those thoughts are already here now, it might be wise just to go ahead and acknowledge them. Give them a little space just to be. And now checking in with how you are feeling physically. How is the lower part of the body, the feet, the legs? the middle part of the body, the torso, in front, in back, the sides, the arms, the hands, the neck, the head, the face. Perhaps the most acute sensations will call to you first and may seem to drown out the knowing of the more subtle, so staying with this awareness of the physical for a bit and noticing what is expressing itself within the body in this moment. And now, with the body as a whole lying or sitting here, noticing how the entire body is in the context of the space that's around it, the room that you're in, the air that you're in, maybe noticing the body's length, its sides, its front, its back, its weight. And taking a moment to place the hands on the belly, feeling the rise and the fall of the belly. Breathing normally, naturally. No need to visualize the breath or count the breath or change the breath. Although it may change as you bring awareness to it, which is fine. Just bringing a felt awareness that you are breathing. Rolling out the welcome mat to all that arises, seeing for now if there is space to let what you're feeling and thinking be okay. Perhaps even those thoughts, those emotions, those physical sensations that would not be labeled as pleasant, that even they might be held in gentle awareness, while certainly knowing that you can move awareness away from anything if it feels best for you to do so in the moment, and perhaps in those moments moving awareness to breath. Maybe placing the hands on the belly if you like, until it feels right to move awareness back to the particular area of the focus of the body scan, always coming back. And now hands back as they were, arms alongside the body. And as you're letting the body be itself, letting the breath be itself as well. Not striving to breathe, just breathing. And experiencing a simple awareness of breath. In some way, the breath is breathing you, and you're allowing yourself to be breathed. In and out, so little effort required for this. Aware of the breath moment by moment by moment. And of course, the mind wanders at points in all formal practices. This is normal and not at all an indication of doing anything wrong. But since you're letting breath take center stage in the field of awareness right now, when you realize that the mind has wandered, you're already really back. So just gently escorting the awareness back to the breath. How is the breath in this moment? What qualities of breath do you sense now? Is the breath light and airy and thin, or more dense? Is there constriction in any area where it doesn't flow as freely? Or is the breath moving freely? Do you notice the top of the breath as you breathe in? And how about the bottom of the breath as the breath leaves the body? Perhaps there's an area of the body where breath is registering most vividly for you. Maybe it's in the rise and the fall of the belly, or the more subtle movements in the chest. Perhaps you're noticing it most as it enters and exits the nostrils. Coolness, warmth. Maybe for you it's somewhere else. Or maybe there's just an overall knowing of the breath, which is fine. Wherever the breath is most vivid for you, resting awareness there, being with it, mindfulness of breath. Here you are, body, head to toe to fingertips, alive, awake. Breath in and out. Sensations pleasant, unpleasant, neutral. Aware of the entirety that is you right now. And shifting gradually to more direct awareness of body sensations. And in the realm of sensation there can be so much: aches, tingles, pain, itches, lightness, heaviness, tightness, laxity, coolness, heat, neutrality, so much. Sensations that register as pleasant, as unpleasant, as neutral. Whatever arises in the field of awareness can be noticed and held. And if there are particular areas of tightness, of tension, you're welcome to invite those to soften and release with the out-breath. And they might. And they might not. And when they don't, our practice supports just letting them ripple and resonate as they are, as this is a practice of non-striving, of being with things exactly as they are, very gently, but very precisely, acknowledging whatever is present and letting it be. Now placing awareness directly on the left foot. It might be wise to pinpoint sensation where the foot comes in contact with the floor. Perhaps the back of the heel or the sole of the foot. And from there, letting awareness spread throughout the entire left foot, the bottom of the foot, the ball, the arch, the heel, above to the toes, to the top of the foot, behind to the Achilles tendon, feeling the entire left foot, feeling any left foot sensations on the surface and deep within, aware even from inside the left foot. And it's not the sensation itself that is the main attraction of the body scan. In fact, you may be aware that there is no physical sensation to be experienced in this moment. And this is fine. It is the awareness that matters most here, not the sensation or lack of sensation. Now letting awareness rise above into the ankle, into the left calf and shin, sensing into this part of the body, this lower left leg, noticing what there is to be sensed here, if anything. And allowing the awareness above into the knee joint, the kneecap in front, behind the knee, the sides, and deep within. Noticing if the knee is bent, and if so, what sensations are present to let you know that? How do you know that? In a felt way. And letting the awareness rise into the upper left leg, into the thigh, the front, the sides, behind, deep within. And feeling its connection above into the left hip socket, this large bone running through the upper left leg and resting in the socket. And of course, during this practice, thoughts can sometimes arise. And when you're carried away by these thoughts, always coming back into feeling, into sensation, upper left leg, left hip being present. Now sensing into this left hip and down into the upper leg, through the knee, the lower leg, the ankle, the foot, the toes. Aware of the entire left leg and foot. Noticing sensation, pleasant, unpleasant, neutral, and lack of sensation. And now gathering all of the awareness that's on the left side and moving it directly into the right foot, feeling into the right foot now. Allowing awareness to spread throughout the right foot. Maybe you notice where the toes are coming in contact, maybe with each other, maybe with a sock. Sensations of temperature, coolness, of warmth, maybe moisture, dryness. Whatever sensations are present for you now in this right foot. And allowing awareness to rise into the ankle, into the lower leg, and the knee. Aware of sensations that seem to be inside the body, maybe all the way out to the envelope of the skin, maybe beyond. And then moving the awareness into the upper right leg, Again, in front and the sides and behind and deep within. And its connection into the right hip socket. Maybe aware of breath as well as this awareness moves. And now moving the awareness once again, bringing it directly into the pelvic girdle, the groins on the inside, the hips on the outside, letting it rest right here. The genitals, the buttocks, the anal region, this area that is home to systems of elimination, of reproduction. Sensing into the pelvic girdle with awareness, being present to any sensations here, on the surface, and inside as well. Knowing that as you practice this body scan, there may be parts of the body that are missing, that are no longer there, or that have been altered and changed. And staying with that, a very gentle awareness to all areas of the body. This pelvic girdle now that is connected above into the digestive system, up above into the area of the belly. Allowing awareness there, into this home of our gut feelings. And as we do practices, judgments may arise. I like this part of the practice, this part of the body. I don't like this part. Just coming back, belly, acknowledging and letting be. Maybe feeling sensations of breath in this area of the belly, and noticing how those are for you. If those sensations seem to be going up and going down, in which direction that's happening, or maybe there's a sense of going side to side. Noticing other sensations here in the belly, if there are any to be noticed. And then letting that awareness move again, move around, down into the lower back, the tailbone, the lower spine. Very gentle awareness, bathing this area that can hold a lot of tension. Very gentle awareness. And noticing sensation here. And then allowing that awareness to rise into the middle back, this area that's the very bottom of the rib cage and back. And maybe there are sensations of breath registering here as well. And up into the upper back, the shoulder blades, this entire back body surrendered to the surface supporting it. And moving awareness around now into the front body, into the area of the chest, the surface of the chest, the breasts, the skin, Maybe you notice sensations of contact with clothing. Maybe you notice sensations of breath. And then allowing the awareness to sink into this area, to go deep within, into the sternum and the rib cage, this great protection plate that houses organs and systems of ventilation, circulation. Sensing into the chest with awareness. How far into the chest are you noticing the movement of breath? Maybe you can feel the lungs expanding, filling with air and releasing. Maybe you can sense your heart beating. How is the heart in this moment? And staying in this heart area for a bit. Now gathering awareness from the torso and placing it into the fingers of the left hand, into the fingers and the thumb, the joints in the hand, the knuckles, the palm, the back of the hand, and feeling its connection into the left wrist. Moving up into the left forearm and the elbow and the upper arm with the bicep in front and the tricep behind. And noticing the connection above into the left shoulder socket and even below into the left armpit, being present to any sensations here. Bringing awareness to this entire left arm, the shoulder socket all the way back down the left arm, into the hand, the fingers, and now shifting awareness into the right hand and seeing how quickly awareness shifts simply because you want it to. Right hand, fingers, thumb, joints, the palm, back of hand sensation, inner knowing. And allowing awareness now into the wrist, into the forearm and the elbow, the upper arm, the right shoulder socket, and from the right shoulder socket all the way across to the left shoulder socket, feeling both of the shoulders, and above into the throat and the neck. The shoulders and neck can also be areas of tension, so letting awareness rest for a bit in the neck, behind, in front, the sides, within the throat. And letting that awareness rise into the jaw joint, one of the most exercised joints of the body. This joint that helps us take in nourishment, give out language, give voice to what we're feeling. Noticing the jaw, the hinge on either side of the face. noticing the mouth, the lips, the volume of the lips, noticing how breath affects lips. Sensations in the lips, maybe coolness, dryness, moisture. Allow awareness inside of the mouth, into the tongue. How is the tongue positioned? What sensations do you feel and sense in the mouth? Coolness, warmth, moisture, maybe even taste, even though you're not actively eating. Become aware of the teeth, the gums, and letting awareness expand into the cheeks, the nose that protrudes from the face, the nostrils, how breath affects nostrils in this moment. And sensations within the nose, pure sensation, nothing more than that. Allow awareness deep within the sinus passages, deep within the head. Aware of the eyes, knowing them from the inside. Maybe how far back the eyes are in the sockets. Knowing them on the surface. What is the direct quality of knowing here? What do you notice directly about eye sensations? Moisture, the curve of the eyeball, the lid's contact with the eyeball. Bare awareness of the eyes. How much effort is it taking to keep them closed if they're closed, or open? And what about the experience of sight? You're not actively looking, but maybe there are shades of light and dark. Maybe there are shapes or colors that are registering. And if so, can you sense into the colors, the location of shapes? Maybe they seem to be far from the body. Maybe they seem to be inside the body. Just bringing awareness to eyes and eye sensations. Bringing awareness up above into the forehead and the temples, so the whole face is included. The surface of the face and inside the face just as it is right now. Sometimes referred to as original face, no mask, pure sensation. Allowing awareness to move up above into the crown of the head and around into the back of the head. Is the head resting in a natural way against the surface supporting it? Are there sensations here to be felt on the scalp, the skull, and sensing into the ears on the surface and deep within. Letting hearing register my voice and anything else, the air in the vents, traffic, perhaps sounds that seem to be coming from beyond the body, maybe sounds that seem to be coming from within the body. And just let the hearing be hearing, nothing extra. And bringing awareness deep within the head, deep within the area of the brain. Maybe noticing the weight of the brain, the effect of gravity on this part of the body as you lie here. Maybe noticing if there's tension in the brain. Any other sensations here that there are to be noticed. And as you're lying here, aware of face and head, which is home to so many senses, seeing, smelling, hearing, thinking, tasting. Simply being aware. And of course, this face and head are connected to neck and throat below, and shoulders and arms and hands and fingers, torso, the chest, the back, belly, hips, down each leg into the feet, to the toes. As we expand the field of awareness into the body as a whole, once again, head to toe to fingertips, alive, awake, connected. As the body breathes in, feeling the sense of expansion, lifting up with an inhalation, and lowering as the breath leaves the body. Aware of the entire body organism from the outside, from deep within. The organs within, the cells within, these cells that have memory, even if we have no idea how to be aware to the cellular level. Allowing ourselves to entertain the possibility, even in our not knowing, this being present, this gentle awareness is profoundly healing to the body, to the mind, to the heart, even in our not knowing. And as you near the end of this practice, maybe spreading the arms a bit wider, the armpits open, maybe widening the legs. If you ever made a snow angel as a child, you know this posture. Maybe space between toes open, maybe even dropping the jaw a bit open, nostrils open, ears open, gesturing to the thousands of pores of the body open, alive, awake. Just feeling yourself being present, being here in the body and the breath, and letting this be enough. Maybe congratulating yourself for taking this opportunity to sense into the wholeness, the completeness, the aliveness of the body as a means of healing and being and living, of being alive in the moments of your life, of treating yourself to yourself as a welcome and honored guest. Soon the bell will sound to signal the end of this formal practice, and you might allow awareness to go out to the sound, and then finding your own way to bring this awareness back with you as you re-enter the world of clock time, knowing that awareness is always as close as this breath in this moment.